Bernie decamps to the sanctuary of his office and leaves Leepu to his own devices.
He has things in his head where he does his body design. I have things in my head where I do my mechanical design. So this is it. Plan it properly. Do things quickly, you repent at leisure.
Steaming ahead with the design, Leepu has decided to chop off the roof to achieve the Jet 1 look.
First of all, I'm going to take the whole panel off from here, all the way, including the windshield. Take him off and then try to see the lines, whether it matches with the Jet 1.
Lee and Sean are both experienced body specialists. They know better than anyone if you take away the roof without welding in a securing bar, the entire structural strength will be lost.
Floor pad's got no strength in it. No, all the strength of the floor pads in that chassis. No strength in them seals. It's going to go.
But Leepu's confident about the integrity of the body.
The body is very, very strong, even though underneath it doesn't have a frame when you take the body of the chassis, but still has a very, very good reinforcement underneath.
This body was a rare find. 50-year-old cars in this condition just aren't around anymore. Impulsive Leepu is jeopardising the entire project just because he wants to see his lines.
Cuts like butter.
The whole project is hanging by a thread. Leepu's motto of cut now, worry later looks like it might be a chop too far. Coming up on Chop Chop, will Leepu's trigger-happy cutting be too much for the 50-year-old car?
Oh, wait, Terry, shit, it's fucked.
Roaring up with the replacement for the Rover's knackered old engine, Bernie's hunted down another vintage.
This engine is going in that Rover.
With a second visit from Jules Holland, will Leepu's improvisation on the Jet 1 hit the right note?
Something like this with engineering, you know, you need to be quite precise about it. Musician Jules Holland is Team Chop Chop's most meticulous client yet. What I want is a car that looks like the Jet 1. That's my dream, to get one of those.
Getting off to a very bad start,
Sorry, but that's not the right shaped car.
Bernie gets another car to make a hybrid.
Why are you collecting all the Rovers from all over UK?
By grafting the two cars together, Leepu gets a step closer to the iconic Jet 1 feel.
It's not just science, it's a philosophy.
Having removed the body from the chassis, Leepu risks losing the shell structure by chopping the roof.
It's going to go.
He's putting the whole project at risk. Having ignored the team's warnings, Leepu makes his final cut. By not securing the body first, the entire structural strength of the body has been lost. There aren't many of these cars around these days, so it better be the right decision.
Oi, Terry. We're sitting here, the car's bending
Whoa, shit. Here, wait.
Terry hits a bum note, and his weight collapses the car like a concertina.
The whole body has gone flexed. All the gaps are gone.
It's fucked. It is fucked, man. The whole car is doing like this. Oh, fuck.
The car now has the rigidity of, a soggy cornflake. Not a trait that you really want when recreating a record-beating classic.
Cut it off. Go ahead.
Tunnel vision Leepu, ignoring the big grey elephant in the room, takes the roof off anyway, so he can see the lines.
Oh, shit, still. Fuck it, no, man. Fuck it, rip it.
At least he's impressed.
Holy shit, look at the difference. It looks kind of like Jet 1. Yeah. It's getting there, man.
Leepu's hasty chopping has resulted in a body without a skeleton.
Until the car can actually come back up straight to close the gaps up, you can't do too much of a design on it.
And it's down to practical panel beater Julian to pick up the pieces before they can continue any design work. He'll now have to build a roll cage from scratch, putting the strength back into the car.
So I'm going to come right through the door onto the B-post. So the B-post, not doing that anymore. Then I'm going to come back from here onto the wheel arch. Now I can make a frame going crossways and then right through up to the front.
That's it. It's very clever. He's got something here.
Now I just got to do it.
Now Leepu is heading in the right direction with the look of a Jet 1. Bernie needs to match the 150 mph speed of the record-breaking car. The knackered old Rover engine couldn't pull the skin off a rice pudding and has now been sent to the great scrap heap in the sky. And Jules Holland was very specific about the replacement engine.
I'd like it to be British if it could be,
Yes.
and it would be great if it were a Rover,
Yeah.
because that would somehow
Yeah.
keep that great mark and name alive.
But, ignoring Jules's request, Bernie's bought a Jag. Bernie thinks this beefy 4.2-litre engine has far more chance of fulfilling the Jet 1 legacy.
Well, this is our new baby. This is our Jaguar 4.2 Abandon Plant. And this engine is going in that Rover by British. All the other guys all want to do this and do that, change it over, Cosworth engine, Japanese. We're not having none of that. Jules Holland primarily wants to keep the British heritage alive. He wants to put the great back in Great Britain. And that's what we're going to do with that car.
Bernie ushers the team up to the Jag.
Come on, guys, come and say hello to the new baby. Abandon Plant!
Another piece of shit.
The car might be British as English afternoon tea, but this six-cylinder engine is much longer than the Rover's.
Until it's out and you're seeing it up against the other chassis, you don't know what you've got to fight with.
It was massive compared to the chassis we've got and the space we've got though.
That's because it is a big engine.
Well, I've always Sean, he's used to putting big things in little things. So, Sean, what do you reckon?
It's going to be a tight squeeze, mate, but a bit of lubrication.
Hey!
It's going to be a real challenge, getting the massive 4.2 engine into the relatively small P4 chassis.
The problem I think that you got with it is basically you've got an empty body in the back,
Yes.
heavy engine in the front. I think that it will nosedive. I mean, it will handle like crap. And,
But
you know,
really, what you were saying, we can actually sit this further back. But on the other hand, if we use the frame of this, then we've got no real problems. Right or wrong, Sean?
Bernie skillfully passes the buck. He has other things on his mind.
South Africa.
Bernie has agreed to go to Johannesburg to represent Chop Shop at a custom car motor show and showcase their work.
You know you're all going to miss me. You hate me being in, you hate me being away. Oh, it's all right. Everyone speak at once. You know, it's so nice to be missed. All right, sod the lot of you. Get on with it. Get on with it, sod ya.
The team is utterly distraught over Bernie's impending absence.
thank God he's gone.
Well, we're not going to miss his moaning, are we?
With all their big mouths, like all the bravado and shit, I know they're going to miss me. They miss my nagging. I know they can do it. I've got utmost faith in them.